Okay, hello everyone, and I would like to thank Professor Zhang and also UNISEC-Global, UNISEC-Taiwan for the invitation to speak at this fantastic event, 37th UNISEC-Global virtual meeting. And it is really, truly an honor to kick off this series of discussion that center around the topic of talent cultivation and development in the space industry. So during my presentation today, I'll be talking about the strategies, programs, and initiatives that we have taken to drive this Taiwan's advancement in the space talent development. And from the educational institution and research organization and in this industry collaboration, we have fostered a thriving ecosystem and empower the generation of space talents. So as later on, I'm sure my fellow presenters, they will also talk about the trendings and also the development of the space industry. But I will just quickly go through this. It is a relatively new topic here in Taiwan for the space industry, but we are experiencing a really significant development, rapid growth over the past decades, and it has become an innovation hub in the region. And we also have a strong government support, especially in the education and training, and they also create favorable policies to encourage the growth of the space industry. So the program that we have today is called the Space Industry Supply Chain Development Program. I will be focusing especially on the talent cultivation part. So in this program, what we do is to assist business with international and domestic opportunity. And also we accelerate the integration into the global satellite development process. Most importantly is the cultivation of space talents. We engage them with the research and development project, and we help the industry to retain those talents. So first, let's take a look at the challenges and opportunities that we are facing in terms of the workforce in space industry. So first one, the most obvious one is the lack of clear career paths. For a lot of students, when they are majoring in this, whether it's in the space science or IT industry, they when they talk about space, they will think about, okay, I can do a scientific research or studies on that, but that's it. They do not have a clear career path that they can actually work in the industry. Another thing is we actually lack of limited hands-on experience for the students. They do not have, it's very rarely for them to actually gain hands-on uh, experience in the industry to actually work with the industry professionals. So that's also a problem. Another serious issue is the brain drain, the shortage of talent in some very important areas. For instance, like antenna radio frequency techniques, integration of ground equipment systems, and production testing, stuff like that. So we are suffering a brain drain on these areas. And the last one, the most obvious one, is the salary competitiveness. As you all know that Taiwan's semiconductor industry, we have a very strong industry in semiconductor. So the pay is also very well. So actually the space industry, they cannot compete with that. And it's very hard for them to attract and retain talents. But there are also some opportunities for the development of the workforce. We have a very well-educated science and engineering workforce. So this talent pool provides a strong foundation for us if we want to build a thriving space industry for talents. This provides a very strong foundation. And another one is also like there's a bad side. You cannot compete with the salary, but you can also gain from it is we have expertise in the semiconductor and IT sectors. And this we can also leverage this to develop a very competitive space products such as components, system equipment, and services in the satellite industry. Another is the innovation-friendly culture, entrepreneur culture in Taiwan. Like small business and startups, they have the potential to join in to the space industry. And last but not least is Taiwan satellite supply chain for the global entry. So we there is a growing demand for the space service and application, and Taiwan's proficiency in the satellite industry, they can actually play an important role in the global space ecosystem. So back to the talent cultivation part. We targeted at three groups of people. First one, and the most important one, it will be the students and cross-domain talents for those who are looking into joining in the industry. So we actually provide a series of training programs. Later on, I will elaborate more on the later slides that can nurture the potential space talents and foster talent retention. And the other group is R&D, research and development personnel. So we actually organized several technique workshops to help them to enhance and strengthen their skills for the challenges. And last but not the least is the mid to high level executives. So we arrange executive forums and we connect them with experts in the industry, and also because they are like key decision makers. So we arrange forums for them that will connect them with industry opportunities globally and domestically, and also help to shape their future direction and development goals. Okay, so to the students, there are four learning, the journey for the students actually consists of four learning stages. First is the preparatory courses. The topics are mainly about LEO satellite ground equipments. So they are technical workshops, and we invite experts from the industry and academia, provide courses for the students. And then moving on to the next stage will be the international camp. And here we try to incorporate like international lectures. As you can see on the screen, you can see like ESA, we work with ESA, NASA, and UNISEC from Bulgaria, and of course, most important, UNISEC-Global, UNISEC Taiwan, so that we try to incorporate international curriculum into this program. And the next part will be project-based internship. So over here, we connect the industry with the students. They are space satellite research and development projects from our domestic companies. They offer these projects, and then we match them with the students. The students, they will need to put in at least 200 hours to work on the project and come up with a real solution. And the last stage will be the space studies trip for the students. I would like to say that from the bottom, you can see that these are the numbers of the participants. So first, it's like a bigger pool, and then less and less. For students to be eligible for the space study trip, they not only have to complete 200 hours of the internship, they also need to be retained by the host companies. So we want to make sure that the students that we selected, they are exceptional, outstanding students, and they can travel abroad for idea exchange, and also for better communication, because we are bringing them to on-site visit to many different research institute, visit facilities, and go to other companies as well. Okay, so for the international camp here, these are the ones that were held in June. There are two. The first one is about the ground station workshop. So we invited engineer from Induraset, and they talk about communication, ground receiver, and editor control and stuff like that. And the other one is thanks to Professor Zhang. He helped arrange this workshop. Is about system and software design practice. We are able to invite the lecturers from Greece, from Liberspace Foundation. They talk about open sources, that they use open sources to build satellite toolkits and system toolkits. And this was our workshop from last year. There are also international camps with hands-on experience about LEO CubeSat design, and also antenna workshop. Okay, so I've been talking about this R&D research project internship. You might wonder what they are, what topics they are. So these are the companies. There are 14 companies offering 21 projects. Mostly they are about antenna technology, network communication, and radiation studies. So we are able to match 71 students with these projects, and mostly they are graduate students. They are still currently engaged in the internship, but they will come up with a result by the end of this month. So these are just some projects for you to reference. Okay, so last training stage will be the space study trip. We have arranged a trip, a 5-day trip to visit Los Angeles area this November. So it will be coming soon. And because we try to incorporate industry site visit. We try to get students to talk to the industry professionals. So we are visiting Continuous Space System. It's a software system with that help to complete the mission design. So we will be able to have the workshop with JPL, retired JPL program managers. They will have workshop there. And at FP Solution over here, it's a hardware accelerator. So we will have like a panel discussion. So there will be employees or professionals from big company and startup company in the United States, especially in Los Angeles area, such as Terran Orbital or Vest, or even like what else? And VSET. So they are companies from big or small startup company. They will have one-on-one like idea and insight sharing events with the students. And of course, when you visit Los Angeles, you cannot miss JPL, the renowned NASA institution, and also California Science Center. We will also be visiting UCLA Space Institution and Cal Poly so the students are able to actually see the facilities, to see how the CubeSat designed, and then they will be interact with the UCLA Space Institute students and researchers because their outfit mission is still very impressive until now. So I think students can gain a lot of insights from it. Okay, so the next part of the group is to the R&D personnel. Over here, this is an initiative set to transform the talent development in the space industry because they are the in-house talents. They are currently in the industry. So our focus is to understand what they need. After that, we craft a learning path for them. And then we organize courses and workshops that tailor to their need. So our journey begins with understanding what they need, and then we can help design the courses for them. And having a well-structured courses is very crucial for their success. So after that, they will come up with some courses. So this year we provide 42 hours of technical workshop. We invite professionals from industry, academia, and research institution. Then they will engage on a real hands-on training and guidance from those professionals. Okay, so the last part is to the mid to high level executive. As you can see, Professor Zhang is here again. Yes, thank you so much, Professor Zhang, for the support. So this is, we hope to bring the decision makers to actually make some changes to the space industry. So there will be expert-led strategic discussion. So they will share their insights, and then they will be an in-depth exploration of the space industry, and then there will also be business model analysis. And the most important point is to know the future trends and opportunities. So our approach is actually empowers the decision makers and equipment them with the knowledge so that the future direction can be strategically planned. And through the real world case studies and sharing from the experts with the industry, the students can gain the insight of the global landscape. And this is a platform where industry leaders and decision makers, they can make meaningful discussions and hope this will drive innovation and shape the future of the technology and business as well. Okay, I have come to the last slide. So toward the end of my presentation, I cannot emphasize enough on the significance of the talent cultivation. And this is endeavor is not only for Taiwan, but also for the global space community. The space industry is no longer like just confined with a new few nations. It has become a collaborative effort involving countries from every corner of the globe. So we must not forget the critical roles of talent cultivation plays to ensure a sustainable future for the space industry. Thank you so much.